Liverpool is at a critical decision point regarding Mohamed Salah's situation. Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah is set to carry the Egyptian flag at the opening ceremony of the 2024 Summer Olympics if called upon. The Pharaohs are determined to include the 32-year-old player in their squad for the Olympic Games football tournament as one of their 3 overage players. The tournament begins on July 24th. Salah's participation would cause a significant disruption to Liverpool's pre-season preparations. Arne Slot's team is set to fly to the United States to face Real Betis on July 27th, followed by matches against Arsenal and Manchester United. The Reds' Premier League opener is scheduled for August 17th away at Ipswich Town. In January, while on international duty at the Africa Cup of Nations, Salah suffered a hamstring injury that disrupted his season. This injury significantly affected his performance in the second half of the season. Having scored 211 goals in a Liverpool shirt, Salah was then included in Egypt's squad for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers in June, playing challenging matches at home against Burkina Faso and away against Guinea-Bissau. While Liverpool has the right to block Salah's Olympic candidacy, as it is not a FIFA-sanctioned tournament, the possibility of carrying the flag could be an enticing option for the Champions League and Premier League winner. Twice named African Footballer of the Year, Salah has been identified this week by the president of the Egyptian Olympic Committee as the preferred candidate to represent his country at the opening ceremony. Egypt's Olympic football coach, Rogerio Mkale, remains determined to call Salah up, with the final decision on the overage player expected by July 3rd. Liverpool is in contact with a £35 million Real Madrid player. Liverpool has recently suffered multiple defeats both on and off the field against Real Madrid. The Reds, under Jürgen Klopp, have been eliminated by Real Madrid in their last 3 Champions League campaigns. This series includes the disappointment in the 2022 final in Paris and finishing runners-up to the Spanish side in 2018. Last year's heavy defeat at Anfield marked the latest in a series of humiliations inflicted by Los Blancos on Liverpool over the years. To add insult to injury, Real Madrid has also dominated the Reds in the transfer market, with the latest example being the race for Lenny Yoro. However, recent reports suggest Liverpool is poised to respond. Liverpool looks set to lose Yoro to Madrid this summer, forcing the Reds to seek a new centre-back elsewhere. Meanwhile, Liverpool is also intensifying efforts to add another forward to their squad, a priority for Arne Slot. In this context, the Reds have been linked with an ambitious move for Real Madrid star Rodrigo. Sources indicate that Liverpool is in contact with Rodrigo's representatives regarding a potential summer transfer, and discussions have also taken place with Florentino Perez concerning Arda Güler. Liverpool is closely monitoring the situations of Rodrigo and Arda Güler, players they have long admired and tracked throughout their careers. However, the situation with Arda Güler has become more complex. Florentino Perez does not want him to leave, though a loan deal might be possible. The scenario with Rodrigo is different. The Brazilian talent is attracting interest from several clubs, not just Liverpool. With the arrivals of Endrick and Mbappe at Real Madrid, Rodrigo's opportunities are expected to diminish significantly. Therefore, the Brazilian player is considering an exit. His representatives are in contact with Liverpool. Liverpool tried to sign Rodrigo in 2018 before he joined Real. The 23-year-old player, who arrived from Santos, cost £35 million at the time. Although that seemed a high amount then, Rodrigo would now cost Liverpool much more. The transfer fee being discussed is around £100 million. Yet, there appears to be an opportunity window. With so much attacking talent in Carlo Ancelotti's squad, changes are expected. Rodrigo, young, versatile, and highly talented, could elevate the Reds to another level. Liverpool is in concrete talks to sell the do-it-all £20 million player. As the Arne Slot era begins at Anfield, Liverpool seems willing to part with a highly rated talent to raise funds for new signings. The incoming Dutch manager's biggest challenge will be strengthening the Reds' midfield. With the arrivals of players like Ryan Gravenberch and Wataru Endo last season, many Anfield supporters still agree that a full replacement for Fabinho, who left Merseyside last summer, has not yet been found. The name currently linked with a move to Anfield is Bayern Munich's Joshua Kimmich. The German star is considered one of the best in his position globally and would undoubtedly be an excellent addition to the Reds' midfield. Alongside Kimmich, another name on FSG's wish list is Adrien Rabiot. The French player is a free agent after leaving Juventus this summer and would be a cheaper alternative to Kimmich. While fresh faces in midfield are seen as a priority, one midfielder is expected to leave Anfield this summer. According to Sky Sports journalist Florian Plettenberg, Liverpool is in concrete talks with German club Leipzig regarding the sale of young midfielder Tyler Morton. The Bundesliga club is pushing for a loan deal with a purchase option, but the Reds prefer a permanent transfer for the England youth international. Following these recent developments, details of the transfer fee have also emerged. The Reds have priced the 21-year-old academy product at £20 million. The news of Morton's potential sale may come as a shock to some Anfield supporters. Many believed the young player, following a successful loan spell at Hull City last season, would have a chance to break into Liverpool's first team. Morton made 39 league appearances for the Tigers during their season, narrowly missing out on playoff contention. The young midfielder contributed 3 goals and 5 assists during his time in East Yorkshire. Liverpool is asking for only £8 million for their incredible player after last season's disappointment. Liverpool plans to demand just £8 million for Nat Phillips this summer, one of Jürgen Klopp's favorites. Phillips is currently in the final year of his contract. Initially loaned to Celtic, Phillips struggled for game time, leading to an early termination of the loan in January. Phillips spent the second half of the campaign at Cardiff City, where he had a reasonable spell. However, the first half was deemed a failure, increasing doubts about his level of play. In 2022, Phillips was considered a £15 million player. Liverpool recently rejected offers, hoping for higher bids that never materialized. Ultimately, just a year ago, Klopp described Phillips as incredible for his performances in the 2020 to 2021 season. But with no high offers forthcoming and Phillips entering his contract's final year, the price has nearly halved. In fact, it is possible that the defender could leave for an even lower amount. In the end, it will depend on what Liverpool wants from this transfer. If they can utilize Phillips in any way, waiting for the £8 million might be a wise move, and if no one pays this amount, he will remain in the squad. However, this seems unlikely. Instead, the highest bid for Phillips might secure him, or the Reds could lose him for free in a year.